Hey everyone, it's the Muscle and Mascara Mama Paige. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be talking about the makeup melt today, and I'm going to share this really quick here and invite some people to join us. So if you're hopping on for the first time, just drop me a comment or an emoji of your choice in the comments so I can say hi. It's going to be a super, super hot weekend, and so makeup melt is an inevitable thing. So we're going to try to avoid it, and I'm going to share with you my best tips and tricks for avoiding the makeup melt. So I'm going to take my makeup off while we're letting people jump on here. And I'm going to be real and say I don't have a shine wipe cloth like I normally would because I'm out. So that just means I have to use a baby wipe. I don't recommend that, but in a pinch, it'll work. It's better than just leaving your makeup on. All right, so give me a holla when you are joining. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to take my makeup off really quick for you guys. This weekend is going to be at least 90 degrees and humid. So humid. My hair is curly and will be a frizz fest. So can't wait for that. That's gonna be awesome. Tomorrow night I am hosting the Olmsted County Relay for Life. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not as excited about all of the heat and humidity, but we'll make it work. That's why I'm saying I got to get this under control now and make sure my eyebrow game is really, really set, because once that sweat starts coming, it's going bye-bye. I don't want to wipe my eyebrows off. All right, so we got most of this off. I still have a little bit of eye makeup on. This is why you have makeup wipes, because this does not get all of your makeup off. It will do for now. So say hi when you jump on. If you are catching this on the replay, you could just tell me that you are first time watching on the replay or you're catching later. You can tap my face and you'll see if you're following me, so you can follow this page and you'll get notifications when I go live. So I'm hoping to do more makeup tutorials. You're uncontrollable over here, Lisa. Oh my gosh. This was me like attempting to straighten my hair today and it just did its own thing and I just gave up completely. Nobody's got time for that. I just try to get to work on time. That's my main goal. All right, so we're going to do some makeup melt practices to avoid the makeup melt, I should say. And when it comes to summer, one, we sweat a little bit more. It's a lot more humid, and our products don't do the same thing that they do, during the winter. So that's kind of why you change up your game. I change up my foundation game even when I'm switching over to a different season. So one of the first tips I have is to prime. Always prime. This is good for two reasons. One, you will get the truest color, truest form of whatever product you're using. And two, it gives it something to grab onto. So when you are priming your walls in your house, you're going to get the best color, especially if you do red. They will say you always have to prime, and you prime with a, gray base or whatever. But it gives you the truest color, and then it will help everything stick. So if you were trying to grip something, when you use those can openers, it's just like that. It needs something to grip. So that's what the primer does. Please keep my eyebrows from wiping off when I sweat. Yes, I know. We were laughing about it today when I was at the radio and saying like, I'm scared to wipe my eyebrows. Like, what if they all come off? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna set those babies so good for tomorrow so I don't lose my eyebrows. So I usually wait about 3 to 5 minutes once I put the primer on, which seems like a long time, but if you think about it, like when I start my makeup routine, I'll throw my primer on, I'll like figure out what it is that I'm gonna do, get all my stuff ready, and by then it's ready to go. So same with the eye primer. You put that baby on. This is gonna be something slightly tacky that your makeup will stick to. I even put it under my eyes because when I'm using concealer, I want that stuff to stay. Especially like last night, my son was up till midnight, like would not go to sleep. And I was like, oh baby, doing some major concealer rehab this morning to try and not look so like exhausted. Okay, so we got our primer on. The next thing you're gonna want to do is layer lightly. Okay, I'm getting so many messages here, sorry. So you could do this liquid to matte foundation. This dries to a matte finish. You could use something with a little bit of moisturizer. If you're using a moisturizer before this, which I normally would do, you just don't want to layer it too thick, okay? You want to keep it really light. Mine has an SPF in it, so I really like to just tap it on. What I've been using for the summer is a little bit of a mix of the concealer and this BB Flawless Cream. Neither one of these have an SPF in it, but this gives me good coverage and this keeps it pretty light. Another really, really good option is like our loose powder foundations. So when I need more coverage, when I've got major issues going on, I usually grab my concealer and then I'll do a little bit of loose powder. However, here comes the spoiler. Are you ready for this? We are launching tomorrow morning a brand new product. It is going to be a translucent setting powder. It's got a little bit of a tint, so there's 4 shades to it. And it's going to be an SPF 25. So it comes with this little like pop-up brush. You dust it on your face, you get some coverage, and then you're also gonna get the sunscreen on top of your face. Because who likes to put sunscreen on after? I left my blending butt upstairs. Who wants to put their sunscreen on after they put their makeup on, right? Because then you're just getting all this like extra stuff on your face and it's just no good. It's no good. So tomorrow morning at 8:30, I think it is, we'll be launching 4 brand new colors that will be permanent, so they're not going to go away. And it's just a light dusting that will set your makeup. And I'm going to show you one of our setting products here. Plus, it's going to give you an SPF. So it's dual purpose. All right, so most of my like issues are like right here along the jawline. Thank you, PCOS. Awesome. So one of the things with the Summer Melt product is making sure that you're light, you know, with whatever product you're doing, especially things under the eyes because it tends to settle. So you want to make sure that you're really getting the product blended and it doesn't set in your eyes. We want to look more awake, not more tired. So I'm just pulling that away from my eyes to really pull that. Do you see how that like pulls that line out? Lord help me, I like could feel how puffy my eyes were today from being so tired. I don't know why he didn't want to sleep. I think he got some sugar at the softball game. So he was like rockstar. He's like, is it my birthday yet? I'm like, your birthday's in January. So no, that's a long time away. All right, so this is just for coverage, okay? So if you don't need extra coverage, you could totally skip this step. So I'm just adding a little bit of that concealer and blending it down for that jawline because that's my trouble area, and then along the eyes right here. So then you could go in with a loose powder or a pressed powder. I do love our pressed powders. The main one I use is in my makeup bag right now. So we do have all new shades of the pressed powders. They're amazing. They have awesome coverage. This is like my tan or contour color. Way too dark for me right now. As soon as I get really tan, I feel like I lose it. I don't stay unless I stay in the sun all summer. All right, so we're just taking this, dabbing this in, and I'm just going to fill in the rest of the spots that I didn't hit with foundation before. So I'm keeping all of my product lines really light. You're going to layer totally differently than you would during the winter. So I got this loose powdered foundation. I'm just circling. It's a mineral powder. All this frizz is all over the place. Whew. Who else has frizzy hair that is just like having a heyday with this humidity? All right. So then I'm going to go in and set my face products with our translucent setting powder. And I just use like a big fluffy brush for this. And I just dab it in. Kind of tap it off a little bit. Get it all set. Just sweep little circles over. Perfect. Blah. All right. When I do my eyebrows, especially when I know that it's going to be a humid day, I will skip what I normally do with our brow palette. And maybe if I can find it, it's probably up in my makeup bag too, is use one of our smudge-proof liners, okay? This is going to be too dark for me, but we're just going to make it work for now because I can't find my other one. I keep it in my makeup bag, so when I work out, if I need a touch-up, I always have it. So our liners are smudge-proof. So one of the other tips and tricks is, you know, finding a liner that doesn't run. So whether that's for your eyes, your lips, your eyebrows, just you want something that's not going to smudge, and this is that product. So I'm just keeping it really, really light. This is actually a very dark chocolate brown, and I'm just doing small little strokes. They do have an amazing eyebrow pencil, which I have, but it's like almost out of. Everything's out. I don't know where everything is here. Kind of a hot mess express this week, so I'm just going to use a little mascara wand that doesn't have mascara on it, of course. Okay, so really, really light, but it's not going to smudge. That's the thing. Okay, I'll do this real quick on the other side. So a smudge-proof liner is the other tip. If you're lucky and don't have to fill in your eyebrows every day, you are awesome. Eventually, I think I might get them microbladed. I'm not there yet. Coming from the girl who's got like 5 tattoos. This I'm non-committal about, right? But with eyebrows, you know, they always change like trends. So where I want my eyebrows now may not be where I want them, you know, down the road. Who knows? I can hear my child outside. Yikes. I hope he's not outside. Okay, so we're just blending this in, okay? Then I go and I set my eyebrows. This setting powder will make it so your makeup does not move. That's all I do. Just sweep it over the top. Make sure it doesn't move, okay? I'm going to show you one example of what I mean. All right, so I've got 2 circles on my arm. I didn't place these very well for me to turn my arm around. Regular lipstick normally smears. We're going to set this powder on top of it and set it. Okay, so think of this lipstick as your foundation. When you set this, you are creating a barrier over the top, okay? So you don't really notice a huge color difference, right? But you notice when that smears. Okay, so I'm trying to smear this lipstick and it's not going anywhere. So think about where your foundation sits. No smear, easy smear. Makeup slide, no slide, okay? That's what the setting powder will do for your face makeup. So now that I've got that all done, we're gonna do a couple more things with our makeup here. Eyes, what do we do with our eyes? Well, we've got our eye primer on, which is gonna help us stay a lot longer. But my favorite is using our cream shadows. I will be the first to admit that I was like, nope, not going to use them. I don't like them. Only because I had it in my head that I won't like them. I've never had a great experience with any sort of cream shadow until I tried these. The great thing about them is that they dry to a powder-like finish, and so they blend really easily, but they hold their value as a cream shadow in coverage and stay in power. So this is the color Victorious. It's just a basically matte neutral color. Okay, so I just kind of press that in. This is going to help me create a base but also lighten up my eyes a little bit. So if you're one of those that has darker eyelids or you're tired, this is a great product. It could also be used as a good concealer too on a whim. All right, so I'm mostly patting in to my eyelid itself. Okay. If you want a little bit of dimension, so with my eyes, I usually like to kind of carve out that crease there. One of my favorite colors is Unapologetic. I love this color. Let's see, where's my brushes? I'm like a hot mess down here. Okay, so this is also one of our matte shades. You don't need very much of this, which is why it'll last forever. But I just run this like in the crease of my eye. Just like that. So all I'm doing is going to create a little bit of dimension and, I don't know, contrast, I guess is the right word, between my eyelid and the crease and my brow bone. So notice how like loosely I'm applying this. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect at all. Anyone can use these. This is like a great starter product. So we're just going to give that a second. And then we'll blend it in. This is my game plan for tomorrow. I'm going to be out there for like 2 hours in this sweltering hot box and humidity. It's all for a good cause. If you're in the area and you are available, you should come out. Olmsted County Relay for Life supports cancer research, which is always needed. Always needed. Nobody can find better cures unless we're doing some research. All right, so all I'm doing is blending this color out, okay? See how easily that blends? Doesn't look so scary, right? So this is kind of a stockier brush where it moves the color a little bit more. With the cream shadows, you kind of need to budget a little bit. All right, so you can make it as dramatic as you want. I'm going to go back in with my Victorious here. And then we can just kind of cut this out exactly where I want it. These are really foolproof. They're so easy to work with. And if you're new to makeup, this is an awesome, awesome thing to start with. Again, I wouldn't have thought to use a cream shadow, but they're so easy. Look at that, like perfect, easy, okay, not perfect, but easy cut crease. Easy, easy. All right, so here's an easy way just to have a little bit of color on your lid, a little bit of definition. Just blending this out with our blending brush. Easy, easy. All right, what else do you need to do when the makeup's trying to avoid the makeup melt, I should say? This is not waterproof. Why? Because you have to add extra chemicals in order to call it waterproof. However, it is water resistant and lasts through a heck of a lot. I use this and can get through my entire workout without losing any mascara. And I sweat a lot. So this is going to help give that appearance of longer, fuller lashes with one step. You can see that. I have really short lashes, but they definitely stand out here. If you have not tried the Epic, I guarantee you, you will fall in love. And if you don't, we will send you your money back. Just like that. All right, so now I got some water-resistant mascara, some smudge-proof eyebrows. We've got our cream shadow on, okay? We're basically done with, you know, the eyes up here. Lip products. You want to do something that's non-sticky and something that will hold its color. What is that? Our lip stains. So I'm going to pull this off real quick here. I'm going really, really bright because it's summer and it's fun. This is the color Skittish. And what our lip stains will do is keep your lip color all day long. All day. These are on special right now because it's like the perfect summer companion. They don't add anything but color. Okay, so you can layer get it darker. You could layer different colors of lip stains, no problem. I always add a little bit of this Bon Bon on top because my lips tend to be really dry. And this has both a moisturizer and repair type formula in it. A little bit of a tint, but it'll help my lips last all day long. When I'm done, I've already got my setting powder on. That's going to set my face makeup by itself. This is where you could add in that loose powder. So it's a translucent face powder that's got SPF. You can just dust it all over. It's a 25 SPF. Available tomorrow on my website. Just comment below and I can help you get the right color and get in line for you, because we actually have a waiting list online when we start to order. So we've got this, one of my other favorite products, even though it's not melt proof, it doesn't add anything, it just is really pretty. It's a little bit of shimmer. This is our cream to powder luminizer, and I just set it right on top of that cheekbone. And right here. Get a little bit more of that lip pout. My final step in the makeup melt pack is our setting spray. So I just spray it as I go down. You let it dry. It smells wonderful. This is like hairspray for your face. So it's going to set all of the makeup that you have and really help it last all day long. So when I do my makeup in the morning tomorrow, I'm going to go to work and then I'm going to go to the Relay for Life after. This will last me all day long. I'm not even worried about it. So if you're looking for any of these products, just comment below and I will help you find which ones you're looking for. And I will post the blog when I'm all done here about all of the steps in case you missed it, or you can go back and comment. But feel free to share this if it's valuable. Make sure to follow Muscle and Mascara Mama. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great summer with melt-proof makeup.